Brace yourself for scary, delicious cakes.
We're joined by Kathie Dionne here at Cakes by Kathie. So it's kind of exciting that you were part of the Big Bake.
I was.
And you got the Halloween episode.
I did.
What are you allowed to tell us about what happens when you show up for something like that?
Well, it was quite the experience. We had to, as I was saying, it was January in Toronto and COVID, so that was fun.
Right, so you're getting COVID tests.
We're getting COVID tests, and we're all wearing all the gear. Anytime you're with anybody who's not in your 3-team people, then you're masked up, you're eye protected,
right.
All the things.
So there you are. Obviously, you were selected because you've got some skill at making these amazing 3-dimensional creations, taking cake in all kinds of directions. But what was it like to be there against some of our country's best at that sort of thing?
Yeah, it was a surreal experience. I mean, they've contacted me for years and I've always declined for various reasons. I mean, the first one is that they're usually filming during wedding season, and well, I can't just renege on previous commitments. But also it's a team, and I don't have a team. I'm a one-woman operation. So, but this time around it was COVID and there wasn't a lot happening, and I made some calls and brought some friends of mine in, and they came and helped us. So it was a whirlwind experience for sure. Got to meet some really great, like my cake idol is Ron Ben Israel, and he was one of our judges. So that was surreal. It was a really exceptional and great opportunity. It really was.
I guess what you carry forward then is pride that you were there. People will see it, and it just kind of helps your cred here in Kelowna that you've done this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've contacted me so many times. So I mean, that alone gives you okay, I'm being recognized and being recognized nationwide by some really big people, right? So that's makes me pretty proud. I mean, I'm a self-taught baker, that's been around for a few years, and I always just say I do good work. I know I do good work, but I don't do fast work. So that was my big thing. I don't do fast work. So don't give me a $5 clock.
So you had to kind of start thinking about speeding things up from your
time management. Time management is a big deal. So it was, and there's challenges. You're in an unfamiliar kitchen. You're working with unfamiliar tools.
And you're working as a team.
Yes, you're working with a team. I'm just working by myself. So I mean, thankfully, the girls that I chose my friend Joanne, who I've known for years. One of the best bakers I know, and probably the only person I would trust with my recipes. And then Kalina is a retired cake decorator, and her and I have a really good relationship. So I brought her along, and she's really good at reading my mind, and she's really talented. So it worked out great.
You can work with anyone as long as they can read minds.
Right? It's a prerequisite. If you can read my mind, then we're good to go.
Right. So obviously you're inspired to be a creative baker, but has doing this kind of fueled your inspiration?
It definitely pushed some limits that got me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and there's some experiences that I took away from that, and some skills that I took away that I will use going forward.
So you become even better at it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if people want to check out this episode, The Big Bake Halloween.
Big Bake Halloween on Food Network.
All right. Thanks for your time.
You're very welcome.